I'm sorry if you don't have that to show.
Okay, well, you know what?
People, we don't want to hear it.
If everybody would just go in their pamphlet to page 11. Page 11. Vice president should not be fucking in order to be able to get that spot. It's like, no, I'm just playing. It's like, no, I'm just playing. Okay, but for real though. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to skip the actual personal debate between me and Mr. King Mall. And I would like for Mr. King Mall to go ahead and give us about 6 reasons or 6 orders of business that he will do as vice president to better the Now That's TV community. So I'll go ahead and I'll start with one, you do one, I'll do another one. You know, we're going.
No, I actually have 6 of my own. I'm not sure what your 6 may be, and I'm never going to stop personally attacking you because I want people to know the type of person that you are and to be very aware and very smart of who you are choosing to lead. When you're coming and you wanting to sit in a chair that I am running for, you will get every part.
Keep coming with the personal attack, and in a minute, it's going to get real personal. I'm trying to remain professional, and I'm going to go ahead and throw on my sunglasses as well. We're going to keep it professional. No, we're going to keep it professional.
So we would like to hear. Listen, let me tell you something. You're not leading this debate, and you're not telling me what you think I should and should not do because I'm ready for you, Cashy. And any way that you want to take it, just know that I'm here and I am available. You have your phones on you right now. Well, do your computer have the things that I might have on my phone to show of you? Okay. First, hey, so this is where we're going to go with this debate. You're going to get your 6.
Who's more open and transparent with his lifestyle, and he's not going around making a facade, making everybody believe that it's something that it's not. He's not sitting up here leading people on to believe that he's a straight man fighting the whole city of Philly his whole entire life, only to finally officially come out 5, maybe 10 plus years later, after already having bruised and battered damn near half of Philly because of that simple reason. They want a president who's going to be real, who's going to be truthful and tell the truth when it comes to issues. Okay, for real. Hold on. Okay, give us your my first order of business is to move the cast members' pay up just a few grades based upon their support to the network. I want to elaborate on these as I give them. So I say that meaning that if the cast member is liked by many, then and their presence is strongly requested to continue to come back, I feel like their pay should be upped a few grades. Second order of business is no more top 20. And if it is to be continued, some incentives will need to be included in on that top 20 list. I feel like the top 20 list is a ploy to get Now That's TV to think that they care about their cast members, which they do. But we need a little bit more care. And we need some incentives for the top 5 people on that list. I think it's time for Now That's TV to fly that jet to those cast members' houses or whatever the case may be, and get them back to Atlanta and take them out on a dinner or something that night. And that can be one of the incentives that we provide for those top 5 on that list. My third order of business is we will start making production have to catch fades. We will start making production have to catch fades. A lot of times, as you can see on these shows, production tends to get just a tad bit beside themselves at times. And so I find it very often that production are the people to talk about, the cast members catching fades, but we never really see them do it. And so I feel as though sometimes they need to be socked upside their head as well. And we don't have to be the ones to do it, but we're going to make them fight each other. It's going to be the Hunger Games. My fourth order of business is no more, hold on, wait a second. No more cardboard cutouts in the office. It's about time that we get some real, emphasis on our cast members. We don't want cardboard. If anything, we're gonna need like some metal, some aluminum, maybe some plaques, maybe a statue or two. Number 5, no more change to production. We've iced enough necks on the production side of things. I think it's about time that cast members start getting changed. And maybe I might be one of the last people, considering that I did shit in a bag. But at the end of the day, I still think that cast members are supposed to be getting changed as well. So let's go ahead. We're going to change that around. My 6th order of business is no more 30-day payouts. It's not rare. It's very rare that you will find a job where production does deserve. Whoever's behind the Honest TV page that's getting mad, never said y'all didn't deserve it. I just said enough necks have been iced. It's time for ours to be nice tonight, to ice and be nice like y'all. No more 30-day payouts. It's very rare that you will go and you will work a job in real life and you will have to wait 30 days in order to receive your paycheck. Although you may receive your paycheck, not saying that you won't, 30 days is a little strenuous and tumultuous with the relationship of the cast members. And I feel as though we should start with a bi-weekly payment or a weekly payment for those payouts. I digress.
Okay. Now, do you mind if I might interject on a couple of your things that you might have just said? Do you mind? I feel like I would love to have you as part of my campaign. With some of the things you have said, you have made a lot of viable reasons, and I like that for you. I didn't think that you could possibly write such intellectual things down on your notepad because I don't really know you to think real broad sometimes. But it was cute, and I like everything that you just said. Great campaign. But 2 things that you said. One thing, as far as for all of the cast members that's in here right now and that complains about getting a 30-day net pay. As far as the reality TV business, if you don't know, because a lot of y'all haven't had jobs in many places. You haven't had a job outside Now That's TV. You go do any type of reality TV business, and you'll be waiting up to a year.
Accurate.
You'll be waiting up
That's
until
not accurate.
90.
I'm going to cut you off where you are.
It is very accurate.
That's not accurate.
Google it. Listen,
that's not accurate.
Google works. It's
that's
very
not accurate.
Google works.
This is your first
works.
Babe.
Google
we
works.
started this
now,
together.
Like said,
we started this together, babe. So this is you.
Listen, I'm not talking about it. It's deeper than me and you. See, when you are, you have a little. I do a little bit more digging before I just speak, and I know exactly what I'll be talking about. These people have never had no jobs to understand that 30-day net pay, which Now That's TV give us, that's actually a blessing. And some of them shouldn't even be getting that because they're irrelevant. But I'm not going to get down into that. I would like to give 6 reasons on why I am the best candidate and why I am going to win vice president. One, because I have a great heart. I'm going to start all the way there on a personal level. I care about the people. I'm here for y'all. I'm here for me to better the Now That's TV community. This is a job for all of us, and I feel like everybody should be able to support the business that you work for. Not bash it every time you get mad, not throw a tantrum every time you get mad, but to actually support the Now That's TV community, because Now That's TV have changed a lot of y'all lives in many ways, as far as platforms, as far as y'all not having any money at all. Made a way. You see people out on the streets and people actually look at you people like y'all are something when a lot of y'all are nothing, and we love y'all. And that's one of my main reasons. I want to spread love because everybody deserves a little bit of love. We are a family here on Now That's TV, and we all should be a family. My second order of business will most definitely be to help with pay. A lot of people are deserving of better than a lot of the numbers that they get. There's some people who think that they should be getting certain numbers, and you actually don't. You don't bring anything forth. So, and I'm one of the people that watches. I'm one of the people that views. I'm one of the people that knows what's going on as far as being a cast member and as being behind the scenes. And, I'll gladly help and push for our cast members, for our hosts, for everybody as in a whole, new faces. You know what I'm saying? My second order of business will be to make sure the first thing that we do, piggyback riding off of Cashy's We have a nice tour bus. We got private jets for some of our faves to be on it and for you to be seen. You know, because we want to see y'all. We love our faves. We got the biggest of the Iries. We got the Barbies. We got the Isaiahs. We got the Landons. We got the Cashys. You know, and it's so much personality. It's so much that we have brewing on Now That's TV. And I want the world to be able to see you guys and to be able to live for you guys. My fourth order of business would be to help. I wanted to lead in the direction of some of the obese people that we have on our network. I wanted to be able to help with memberships. You know, memberships as far as I feel like cast members shouldn't have to pay for logins. Being as though we work for the network, I shouldn't have to, you know, pay to watch myself. You feel me, Cashy? And for some people like back then, you took it upon yourself to go work out on your own. You were kind of obese when you first came onto the scene, but you worked. And I would like, for me being vice president, I would help with meal plans. Ask people like Dre Baby, ask people like Man. You know, these people that are cast members, I have sent those dudes solids with no chicken, put on trash bag and run around the track. You know, things that help you with not only Now That's TV, but healthy wise. You'll come on the next show and you're fit, you're healthy, you're vibrant, you're happy about yourself, things of that sort. You know what I'm saying? I want to have a whole little page about diet and all of those things. You know what I'm saying? Well, how you like that?
Which number are you on? I'll conclude when you finish. Okay, well, go ahead and get the 6, babe.
That was 4. Okay. 5. My next thing that I would like to do, I would love to help with funding on housing as far as our cast members. Because if you, a lot of those people, they just coming on these shows to get shelter. I feel as though, you know, and I would like to help with, you know, some funding that can help you preferably find a room, find a little efficiency, find a little apartment, you know, things that's more personal on the level of all of us caring about the people that work, that works for us, you know? So that's number 5, and that's where I would like to help with as well. Another thing I would like to do, I would like for I want to have a no slandering list as far as kids being talked about, parents being talked about, dead ones being talked about, and things of that sort. I would like for some of those things, when it comes as far as being on TV, those things cannot be tolerated. Because some people have to relive these situations as far as you making jokes and things about their kids and their family members and things of that sort. I would like for that type of stuff to be eliminated on all costs. I can think of 100 jokes in my head, and not one of them do I need to say, fuck your mama, fuck your kid, fuck your dead brother. I don't need to go to that extent. And that's one of the things that I would like to
I would like to interject there, because I can recall on a couple of occasions, actually a recent one, with Playboy's New Orleans season 2. Maybe I might be wrong, but if we go back to page, let's go to page 1 in our pamphlets. I believe in the confessional, it was said that Maul quoted Cashmere's "I don't give a fuck about your mama" line. And if I might be ever so clear, did he or did he not just say that he does not have to speak on anyone's mama? So, King Maul, are you also going to be a hypocrite with being our vice president? And also, I would like to interject that Maul has also told me on multiple occasions that his favorite childhood movie was The Grinch, and that he aspires to be just like that personality. I know you guys don't want to have an evil, grumpy troll running around Now That's TV office, just trying to be mean to people all day and hurt people's feelings. Pick me. I'm fun. I like to get drunk on occasion. I'm nice. I'm sweet. And also, wait, you were finished, right, President? I mean, not President, King. You were... Okay, so I took a couple notes as you were speaking, and I did hear you. You may.
Wait 1 second, may I interject? And I also would like to, this is more so on a personal level and what I would like to say about you, because me and you both know what's going on. As far as talking about kids and everything on those type of platforms, you as well, if I am not mistaken, someone set up on your live stream the other day, and they said that they were smoking on my child. Now you, excuse me,
Okay.
I heard it come out of his mouth directly. It's screen recorded and it's all up on YouTube, the whole entire live. You can go back and listen as soon as we get off of here if you don't know, and maybe you didn't hear it. But you heard this particular person talking about my child. Am I right or am I wrong? Now, if I am not mistaken, me being not only being your friend, but being somebody who you know, who you care about, knowing me and my position and the type of person that I am, and I would go off about you, about somebody simply saying that they wanted you to be in jail for a longer period of time. Now, I'm not questioning your friendship or the type of friend you might be as a president, but didn't I see you live with that person just yesterday? And no, this is not personal, but I saw you live with that exact same person. And I actually was willing to catch fades about, and you can go look this up, about landing saying...
Well, see, I don't get into personal debacles. Unfortunately, you started that Love Bermuda Triangle yourself on New Orleans Season 2 when you decided to fuck on D. Scott and then also fuck on Darrow as well. You started that love debacle, not me. You had those boys catching feelings, ready to catch fades and feelings about you. I didn't do that. That's a personal issue, and I tend to stay out of those when it comes to my friends. Just like you stayed out of personal issues between me and Jocelyn, because, relationships are relationships. You guys could be back together 1 second, hate each other the next. That's how relationships work. So me being the type of person that I am, being a Virgo, I chose to stay out of that and mind my business, because who's to say that you won't be sucking Darrow's dick tomorrow? We never know. You might. And so with that being said, I had to stay back, and I had to, take my own personal side on that one and just make sure that I stay out of it. But we all know that I'm very loyal and I ride for King Maul very hard. I would never, ever, ever, ever pick anybody's side over my brothers. That's my brother. I have 2 brothers on Now That's TV. It's him and Anthony. I would not pick anybody's side over them. And so with that being said, I feel like what he just said was bullshit. So we're going to call bullshit with that. But we're going to go ahead and continue.
Who you tried to mace. You maced everybody but who you was trying to mace on a business aspect, at a premiere, at a red carpet event, which was very bangy, low class, and just trifling. And then you went to jail. You didn't come home apologetic. You came home and got into more street fights. You came home and you boasted about macing that whole fucking place. You reposted the videos of you macing.
Well, that's actually an inaccurate statement, because that is also still an open investigation. I've never reposted that because I would never want anybody to know what actually occurred. But what I will say is, though, I had a lot of family there in support of me. I know you can't relate because you only had Now That's TV production there to support you. But see, me, I have a brother with Down syndrome. My mother was there, my uncle, his wife, his son, my best friend Ali, another friend, Diamond. I also had you. I also had Anthony. I had all of the other Playboys production as well. And it was said on multiple occasions that Mr. Dooley was going to come into our premiere and actually do that of what I did to him. He said that he was coming to Bear Mesas. He said he was bringing guns. He said he was bringing multiple men and everything of the sort. And so me being irrational at the moment, I definitely will say that I did make an irrational decision to go ahead and ultimately bear mace the crowd that he came in with. I did hit my opponent because he was the first person to close his eyes and run the opposite direction. So that was also another inaccurate statement that you made, Mr. King. What I will say, though, is that I was apologetic when I got out of jail. Also, that was a humbling experience for me. My 3-day stay in jail was a very humbling experience for me. And so it actually brought me to a point of where I got out and felt the need to actually apologize. I was not going to apologize to Cologne because he came at me in a very aggressive manner. So, of course, I did drop my things because why are you coming to me asking me why did I just maced? I maced because I felt the need to protect me, my family, my friends, and everybody else that was there. If you would not, well, not you, but if production would stop putting radical, rebellious cast members on these shows who are literally need mental health evaluations, then you would not have to worry about people like me doing things that I feel like I need to do in order to protect my people.
May I object? A few words that you just said as far as being stated in the text is radical, rebellious.
I said
what was the other word that you just used? Okay. Those two words. Now let's speak on those two words. If I may ask you a few questions. It's stated on page 64. Cashy. We just so recently we had a job to do. Now, if anybody don't know what this means, as far as when you have a job to do, that means to come prepared, to come right, to come correct, and to come ready. We all know this. We all know this. This is not Cashy first time working for Now That's TV. This is not Cashy last time working for Now That's TV. Cashy orders of business. Not once, not twice, not 3 times. Let me refresh your memory. Just recently on Greek Life, you knew the date, you knew the exact time, you knew when we had to be there, you knew how we had to be there. Everybody else, except for, I may say, you and Shaba, came in, you particularly, you came in drunker than a skunk, not able to understand that you are here to do a job, not able to understand how to respect females and women and knowing just how you are supposed to conduct business, being as though you're supposed to be a businessman running for vice president. You came into that job, J.O.B., being very disrespectful, being very radical, being very rebellious. You didn't care about anything but what Cashy wanted to do. And that's what you tend to do when you're on Cashy timing. And when you have that alcohol, there we go, we're back at that alcohol thing, because you have, one of those issues. Can you handle business when it's time for you to handle business? Can you apologize when you need to apologize? That young lady asked, all they asked was for you was to get a nice apology from you, being as though you were very disrespectful. I watched it back and I said, damn, I didn't know that he get like that. No matter how much liquor I consume, no matter what drugs I may be off, I know when to separate the two in between my job. Production needs you to do certain things. You being a cast member, not your first or your last, you know how to come and conduct yourself, or do you not?
I think that I do know how to
rest my case.
What did you say? You're not resting.
I rest my case.
Hold on a second. You're not resting any case. So might I add?
I may rest my case. You proved my point by lifting that Lunazelle bottle up and chugging it as if it was a bottle of water.
Might I add that actually, I came in drunk not because I chose to drink the morning of me actually knowing that I had to attend my job. It's because I actually had a booking the day prior where I actually got paid to attend. And with that being said, I had to make sure that I went to go make that money. Unfortunately, yes, I should have known that I did have a job to attend in the morning, but all money must be got. And that's going to be one of my first orders of business as president, as I had already stated, is that we're going to make sure that the cast members are getting paid enough to a point where I might not even have to go to a booking if I don't really want to. But unfortunately, when I'm on the ground scraping for pennies, crumbs, and everything of the sort that I could possibly gather together, sometimes you got to just do the things that you might not want to do. As much as I wanted to attend Greek Life as a sober man, unfortunately, I woke up still drunk. And when I got there, and me and Quinn had our small little debacle, Queen, had our debacle, I just ultimately decided to say sorry. Once I said sorry, it was determined that I still was not going to be able to stay. And so at that point, I was still drunk and inebriated, and I felt the need to just go with my previous saying, and it was what it was. Queen has also gotten a personal apology from me, not even on the show. We've had words outside of the show. We've had a meeting. I've ultimately decided to send her flowers and everything else. So bringing up that when I decided to be a grown, humble man and get on my knees and grovel at Queen's feet after the fact, it's pretty facetious of you, Mr. Want to be Vice President. Now, if we're going to bring up, everybody turn to page 75. I think so, because it seems that we are.
I'm not being personal. I'm just speaking on how you may choose to handle business.
So, if we're still going to have this presidential debate carry on, I feel as though our president cannot be one who ultimately decides to have sex with more than 10 cast members. Also, he should not. I might be pushing the envelope a little bit. Maybe not 10, but more than 5 cast members. Our president cannot be somebody who has a boyfriend, but ultimately decides to have sex with the boyfriend's best friend, and then have them almost fighting each other and getting into it. And also, I feel as though on these shows, we should be focused on entertaining the viewers. We should not be trying to focus on where can I find some meat, where can I find some cheeks. We shouldn't be focused on anything sexual while we're on the set, while we're at work. And so for you to ultimately have a threesome on Greek life, where you should have been worried about $100,000, it was brought up on Greek life, so I'm bringing it up on here. And for you to ultimately have a threesome on Greek life, we should have been worried about $100,000, babe. I think that your decision on whether or not I should come to work drunk should not be left up to you. Sir, I digress.
Cashy. Now, I am going to give you the opportunity to renege on some of the allegations that you just made, being as though they are very false. What I tend to do with whether I want to get my dick licked, whatever I choose to do as far as sexual, when the cameras are off, is my business.
No. That's not what you're there for.
It is my business. It is my business, and it doesn't get in the way of the work that I do. Because you know me to be a winner. You know me to win in every aspect of life. You know me to be very dominant. You know me to be one of the ones that you want to have on your team. My sex will never get in the way of anything that I have going on. So let's be very clear. And when we're talking about numbers, as far as sexual activities, you're one of the particular people that goes behind your friend's back and suck random dick that you know might belong to your friend. You're talking about sleeping with best friends. You don't go sleep with the best friends. You go suck the dick behind the best friend's back because you're that type of person. Sneaky. And then what do? You don't let it be known to 5 months later and try to kick it out as a joke. Is that the type of person that you are, since you're speaking on sexual activities?
Would like to continue this conversation on sexual activities, because when it just so happens that I've had with both friends, both of them on 2 separate occasions, I've had with that one and I've had with the other. It cannot be said that one wrong is worse than another. I had both of you guys. So one wrong cannot be determined to be worse than the next if I got both of y'all. Now, I just wanted to be said also that our president, actually, let's go to a different page. Let's go back to...
Yeah, go to a different... I still didn't hear you yet to say. I would like for you to respond really, really quick. I'm going to ask you for a favor before we get messy up here. Now, I didn't go dirty.
Tried to go dirty.
I felt like the threesome was dirty. No, Cashy, the threesome was enough for me to drop a bomb. Okay. Now, I didn't drop a bomb yet, Cashy. The threesome was low.
Okay,
I need for you, up on this president, up on this president campaign.
I want to go ahead and I choose to retract my statement because that threesome that was low. I didn't have to go there. But you know what? Actually, I'm not retracting shit because as president, I feel like I have to stand firm on what I believe in, and I want you to take it there, King. So if you feel like you need to take it there, I want you to take it just as far as you feel like you need to take it, sir. And also, with that being said, for you being my brother, knowing that we laughed about when I put that shit under Pharaoh's door, we literally cackled about that almost all night together. For you to sit up here and you bring that up, knowing that that's something that's been traumatizing me and haunting me and will literally haunt me for the rest of my days, you cannot say that anything that I say is worse than that. I want to turn to, okay.
Cashy, do not push my finger right now. Brother, do not do it. Take that statement back. Please, I am begging you. Do not push me to be a bad person right now. You are my friend, and I love you. Don't do it. Take it back. Because I don't think for a second, if you allow me to do what I'm getting ready to do, Cashy, we might just be at war. And I don't want to do that with you. I don't. Stop it. Take it back. The threesome is all I'm asking you to take back. I would like for you to apologize about any false statements that is not true.
I didn't even say no. I didn't say who. I just said a threesome.
Cashy.
If you want to take it there, let's take it there.
I don't want to take it there. Oh, you over there off that drink. You off that drink, y'all.
I think you should take that.
This is all the answer that I need. As far as you came up, up here on this.
I want to go ahead and retract my statement and apologize and say that, you know, I might have not necessarily told the whole God to honest truth when it came to the threesome allegation. So I am sorry for that, King Maul. I did tell some truth, but I want to retract my statement because this is my brother, and you know, yeah. I want
Thank you very much.
No, I did not lie. I never said I lied. See, now you're gonna have everybody thinking I'm a liar.
I'm because what I'm trying to figure out is I don't want you to be having me retract and say that I'm a liar once I say what I say. Because we can stand on business today. Now it's either this. This is a presidential debate. This is a presidential debate, or this could be a war of war. I'm ready for either or. Now, certain things that I feel like you are hitting me with is making me want to hit that with ammo. Because I'm that type of person.
Yes, you did. You brought up a whole situation. You tried to make it seem like I was a woman beater, knowing good and damn well that that's not the case. So actually, you know what, bitch? Bitch, let's go to war. Go ahead. Drop your bomb, bitch.
Well, let's be very clear with something really, really fast. So,
go to war, bitch.
No. I won't do it. I won't do it, Cashy. I won't do it. We're going to move right on along because I don't want to do that. And some things, I understand that you just have to have a certain level of respect, right? So, I might just say fuck that respect right now.
Okay.
And I got a couple questions for you. You're honest, man. You feel like you're pretty honest. You feel like you are the type of person that keeps it real, which I would like you to be. You want to be a president. Do you plan on keeping it real with the people? For now, that's TV. Is that something that you plan on doing if you're voted as president?
I've always kept it real. I've always kept it 100% real.
So, now, the type of person that I am, I feel as though if I'm going to keep it real with complete strangers, at any given time, if I'm fucking on you sexually, if I'm dealing with you mentally and emotionally, I should be able to keep it real with you.
What are we getting at here, King?
Correct?
Okay,
well, let me tell you exactly what we're getting at. I have got plenty of phone calls coming from your line of contact of you calling me about the person that you decide to lay down with every night. Now, do you want to talk about what those things are and those issues are inside of your relationship? Being as though you said that you can be real with strangers, or would you like to be real with the person that you choose to lay down with?
We're always real with each other.
Mm-hmm. Oh, are you? So, is she real about some of the things as far as you saying, which I might have on record?
And
as far as stated on page 36, you can flip your pamphlet.
Also, that just goes right into one of my other things that I already had initially spoke on. An untrustworthy king. We can't have somebody who wants to be. No. Because
this is a king. This is a king with receipts. This is a king with receipts.
No.
This is a king with receipts.
On no point in time.
Would you like?
Hold on a second.
Somebody who brings no receipts.
Let me speak it. Then I'm gonna let you finish your statement. At no point in time should you call yourself my brother, and you be sitting up there recording personal conversations where I'm choosing to confide in you. And so I just feel as though if that be the case, and I can't even confide in you with you being my brother, somebody who I've literally flown to Philly for your birthday, only having known you for like 6 months, I still decided to fly to Philly for your birthday. I surprised you, everything. We can't even trust that I can confide in you and I'm supposed to be your friend. So how are cast members or viewers ultimately supposed to be able to trust that they can confide in you without you putting, undermining what they're trying to confide in you about? You're going to try to, no. You're very sneaky.
Let me tell you something really fast. No, let me
facetious. Hold on. You should not be recording personal conversations that me and you are having, and I find it very often that you do this. Not to me, but to everyone.
I do.
Recording personal conversations that you're having with people makes you an untrustworthy candidate. It makes you an untrustworthy candidate. And I feel as though if you're going to be sneaky about the thing and you're not able to be real and upfront and transparent with the viewers as well as the cast members, then you might be the candidate that we all thought you were.
So let me say this as well, y'all. Now since they want to talk about somebody who records these type of people, these are the type of people that does many things behind your back. And living in this type of reality TV world, we are all not the viewers and me. We are all not living in the same world. I am inside of a reality television world where I have to keep receipts on certain people and certain things because you would turn the cheek and say that I am a liar. And one thing about me, I have never been a liar. I do not lie on people. When I had you come up here, I asked you to raise your hand and say nothing but the truth. And I have caught you in many lies so far. You have rebutted. You have said, oh, that was a lie. I'll take that back. I haven't said one thing to you yet that was a lie. So when I just was speaking on you about being real, about what you are inside of your relationship, you want to switch it to, oh, I'm sneaky. You're damn right I'm sneaky. Because if you ever think on any day of the week that I won't be ready, you got me fucked up.
And that's my thing. You're too
any day of the week.
But not ready enough to be president. No, not ready enough to be vice president, right. Unfortunately. And so with that, no. Let me see, because I let you get your words out. So with that being said, no. Hold on real quick. Let me get this out real quick. For you to ultimately admit that not only did you record personal conversations. Well, no. Okay,
I said might have.
Maybe that's neither here nor there.
Might have. To refresh your memory.
And that's supposed to be your man.
To refresh your memory. Don't bring up these guy names. Don't bring up these guy names. If you want to bring up anybody, you need to be bringing up Joyce and the things.
Okay, well, listen. Okay, well, I won't even bring up these guys. Past relations, past friends that you've had. You tend to admit that you record a lot of things because you ultimately want to prepare yourself for a war that is not even in the foreseen future. But you foresee. No, wait, hold on a second. But
we live in a life of war.
You foresee.
We live in a life of war.
So you ultimately
y'all might not want to believe it.
And so therefore, you ultimately try to decide that you want to record somebody in order to be able to use that as ammunition to a person in the future. And you don't have any loyalty. Like at this point, you don't have any loyalty.
I have a lot of loyalty. The loyalty that I have is when I found out that my brother was behind bars, how I would drop anything that I am doing. I would go into my account and I would give you anything that I have. That is loyalty. Let me ask you this question.
Why would you no wait?
The moment any one of these boys wants to ever say your name around me, I would get that about you. When Cologne, let's talk about loyalty. When you wasn't around on Greek life and Cologne walked into a room and approached me about you, what did I do? You want to tell the people? What did I do? That's loyalty. You don't need to tell me what I'm loyal on and how I give up my loyalty. Because you know I am very loyal to you. So there's another lie that you just told up here on this podium, and I rest my case. Now, you interrupted me. You interrupted me because you are not real, as you said that you would be with these people. You are not real with your relationship with. There's somebody that you are sexually with, somebody that you are dealing with on a physical level and a mental level. You are not real with that. So you want to talk about loyalty? Be real to your bitch. Be real to your bitch. You want to be real to these strangers?
I'm currently single, so I don't have a bitch right now to be real to. So I'll go ahead and stop you there. If you feel the need to go ahead and tell anybody anything that you feel like needs to be brought to the light, I'm all ears for you, King. But what I will say, though, for you personally, to be a man who calls yourself loyal, whether that be to me, the cast members, the viewers, or whomever that may be, and you ultimately decide to take it upon yourself to pull up a second device and screen record or record somebody's statements that they're choosing to confide into you, and you determine that you want to use that as ammunition for the foreseeable future, I feel like that just makes you a very untrustworthy person. It just gives snake in the grass. It looks like you're just slithering, ready to get your moment to get that perfect opportunity to take the bite.
And I feel like anybody who can get angry enough to knock their bitch out the way you did yours, and then to go on later on in that day and get in the same bed and to look at what you just done to your bitch face, that is a person that I would never even flip a coin to understand what is loyalty to you. Because the people that I love, I get away from them. It's never going to make me have to put my hands on you. It's never going to make me hate you. It's never going to make me want to bring any type of harm to you because I love you. You said that you love that person, correct? So I never need to feel like I need to put my hands on you. Well, you have tested me on many occasions. I've never got mad enough to fight you, ever. You know why? Because you have tested me.
I want, and listen, I wanted to because at the end of the day, we're men. And you sometimes can bring people to a point of no return with the evil, malicious ways that you have and the grumpy ass attitude